What's going on, everybody? My name is Jason. I work at All Out Bikes in Four Oaks, North Carolina, and work has gotten in the way. It's Tuesday. I'm already supposed to have a video out for you guys. I'm sorry. As you see, it's late. Uh, what we're going to be doing today, since work has kind of gotten in the way of my full-time job. See, the YouTube thing is kind of for fun. Uh, my full-time job is what pays the bills, and I've got to, do my full-time job. That's the most important thing, to put food on the table. So what I figured we'd do is kind of show you my thoughts on uh, future videos. Basically, I was kind of going to be going over and kind of deciding what bike to do for my next video. I've got one right here. This is a kind of cool but very rough dyno comp. So it's got the GT stem, it's got the classic GT wheels on there. We're going to have to do something about that seat. That's going to be a big project. I'm going to do kind of a restoration on there. It really needs to be, well, this is getting to the point where it kind of needs to be painted, but I don't do that. I like to try to save the bike as much as possible. I'll clean it up as best as I can. I'll try to save the original paint. The biggest thing I do is I might put a clear coat on some bikes where the paint is coming off, and the clear coat is purely to keep the paint on there. This might not be one of those candidates, but that's one of the things I do. Let's go over to the warehouse and see what other bikes that I might do for my next video. I'll see you over there. Ta-da! Welcome to my own personal hell. So what we've got is, we've got where I keep a lot of my bikes, excuse the mess. Whenever you run out of space, it's kind of hard to actually organize whenever there's not a place for things. So I just got rid of 40 really nice, pretty expensive bikes, and just so I could actually be able to get through here. As you can see, these are actually all really high-end bikes. You can't really see it very good, but that's a higher-end Bianchi right there. We're going to have a giant Yukon. That's okay. That one right there, that is a classic, original, early 90s Schwinn Specialized rock hopper. Wow, that did not come out of my mouth. I've got my Y bike. I actually originally bought that March of 1995. I remember that quite well. So we've got Cannondales, we've got original Schwinns, Treks, more Schwinns. There's a Proflex. I should have thrown that away. But, what I'm going to be doing is, I'm trying to figure out what I want to be doing next. And I've got a nice Schwinn. Why am I stuck on Schwinn? GT Interceptor right there that could be finished. Beyond that, you can't really see very well. That is a Schwinn Freeform. We've got a old Haro Group 1 over there. But what I really am thinking about is, there's an old MCS, 1980s MCS Magnum 2000 right over there that, it's got a very nice stem on there. It's got a Pro Neck stem, some nice aluminum three-piece cranks. The only problem with that bike is it does not have, it's got 90s handlebars on there and some 90s or early 2000 wheels on there, so that's not going to do. So the Interceptor or the MCS or that dyno comp are going to be pretty good candidates for the next video. I'm sorry, the lighting is horrible in here, but let's see what else we have, if we have anything. So Um, I mean, look at this right here. I mean, I I just can't throw away this 1950s, Schwinn. Look at the patina on this. It actually is really cool looking. Um, I'm really visualizing putting a clear coat on that, leaving the rust the way it is, because it looks so cool that way. We've got the swing bike over here. We've got that old 80s Diamondback Sand Streak. I mean, it's a beach cruiser. Um, here's my, I really got to clean this thing up. This is my 1988 Pontiac Fiero GT. Uh, yes, it does run and drive, but the rubber on the suspension is rotten, and it's starting to get loose, so I've got to do a rebuild on the suspension because I don't want to drive it and ruin it. What else do we have? I love my Klein. I'm going to be doing a video on that before too long. It normally doesn't lie up on a box there, but I had to move it yesterday. Um, this, I used to drive 100 miles a day on this motorized, this gas-powered bike. Um, heavily modified. This thing, I got tired of almost getting run over by cars, so I modified it again and again and again. At one point, I even put nitrous to it. That didn't work out well, but this thing would reach speeds of up to 63 miles per hour. It cruised at 55, and that in North Carolina, I built this back in 2008, and there were no laws on pedal assist bikes. So you could do the speed limit with no problem. And that's what I was trying to do. See, gas was almost $5 a gallon, and my truck, it's pretty good on gas, but it just was getting very expensive. So I built this thing up, and I actually had a motorcycle then, but driving or riding a motorcycle is still expensive because you've got to maintain it and everything. So with this one, I can easily maintain it myself, and it cost me $2 in gas and oil to and from work every day, and that worked out pretty good. But thankfully, gas came down. Also, now I'm so much closer to work that I don't need to use this because it was still kind of dangerous, and you had to carry tools with you everywhere. So, and then you can't even see back there. I mean, I've got bikes, everywhere. So basically, oh, you got to see this. Check this thing out. This is an absolutely beautiful original I think it's a 1970 um, orange crate. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's going to be a future video. That's not mine, unfortunately. That's going to be just kind of checking it over, cleaning it up, uh, making it uh, rideable if the customer wants. He's not going to ride it. He just wants it to be rideable. Uh, the Unfortunately, one of the pulleys on the derailleur there is broken, and those are actually kind of hard to find. But I've got my blueberry crate here, and the blueberry crate is also a future video. That one is it's going to be a huge undertaking. I'm trying to find a chain guard for this, and a lot of y'all, if y'all are familiar with old Stingrays, if you try to do much research on a blueberry crate, there's not very much on the blueberry crate, so it's near impossible to find a chain guard for it, and whenever you do, they want a small fortune for it. So if anybody knows where a blueberry crate chain guard is, that that's not going to break the bank, please let me know. All right. Oh, we've got we've got an old red line up there that needs to be fixed up. Again, future videos. All right. So I guess I need to get in there and go ahead and throw this video together and get started on my next project. So hopefully this kind of gets you in a little bit of my mind. I apologize. And maybe y'all kind of understand what I'm working with, which is crazy. Hoarder comes to mind. But every time I get rid of things, as a business, this all brings me money, okay? And every time I get rid of things, people come in looking for the exact same thing that I got rid of, and it's already happened with the 40 bikes that I just got rid of. I had 2 people come in looking for a particular bike that I threw away, and these were perfectly, and excuse me, I shouldn't say throw away. There's a church that we donate bikes to, and I called up the church, and they actually came by and picked up the bikes, and I hope that they're going to go to some people that would appreciate them, because I actually gave away some perfectly good bikes, some that there was nothing wrong with them. Look forward to some of these videos that are going to be coming out with these bikes in there. So if you did enjoy it, please leave me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to tell your friends. Check out some of the other videos on the corner of the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks.